You guys ever wonder how an MPT and Bama tune compare? Well, lucky for you, I've owned both. So let's go ahead and talk about it.
Don't run away, run away. Up on the mountain, I see down below. It's easy to lose yourself, I know.
So if you want a straight up answer on which tune is faster, I'm just gonna tell you right off the bat that MPT is gonna make your car faster than the Bama tune. So if that's the answer you're looking for, there you go. MPT is gonna make your car faster. What is this lady doing? But being that I've owned both now, both tunes, I had the Bama tune for I'd say 6 months, 5 or 6 months, and then I switched to MPT, and I've had the MPT tune now for almost 2 months, I believe. So I've had my fair share of time spent with both tunes, and the tune I like the most is obviously gonna be MPT. The MPT tune is a lot more fun than the Bama tune, being that it gave me more power, and I'm a 20-year-old kid that, you know, seeks thrill. So I've done 2 tune review videos. One obviously on the Bama and one on the MPT. And if you want to see a strict review on each tune, go ahead and check them out. I'll put them down in the description below. And what the fuck was that guy looking at? He was staring at me like I'm crazy. But if you want to see a review on MPT or Bama, I'll put the link in the description below. So how do the 2 tunes compare? Well, they're actually not too much different. I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying that, but the main difference is the power, and the way the power is distributed. Someone's trying to catch up to me. I got a Camaro on my ass. Turned around literally just to come and like do that. Watch this, I'm about to provoke some. See, easily provoked. That's cool, little baby 5th gen Camaro trying to pick on me while I'm making a video. But how do the 2 tunes compare? Like I was saying, the power band for both tunes is hold on, I want to make the light. Okay. The power band for the 2 tunes is basically the main difference, and obviously the overall power. MPT gives you more horsepower, like I said. With MPT, the power band is a lot better than Bama's, in my opinion, because below 3,000 RPM, that's where this engine for the 3.7, it really struggles, and you don't have a lot of low end torque. That's where the weak point of this engine is. Like I was saying, below 3,000, the MPT tune really fixed it, and now you can accelerate a lot better from below 3,000 RPM. Like second gear from below 3,000 with the Bama tune, it was better than stock, obviously, because you have a little bit more horsepower, but it doesn't compare to the MPT tune, because with the MPT tune, there's more power there. Right off the bat, I felt it. That's one of the first things I felt, because I do a lot of city driving, and then I would accelerate below 3,000 from second or third gear, and you could feel the extra power. So I wouldn't really have to downshift to pass somebody, or you know, like put my foot to the floor to pass somebody. You know, there was enough power from below 3,000 where I can pass somebody without having to downshift. With the Bama tune below 3,000, it was a little similar to stock, because below 3,000, when you're just cruising, there's like this little dead spot. I would say like first or 2 to 3,000 RPM, there's this little dead spot where the car is accelerating and then the RPMs go down just slightly, and then go back up to 3,000. So another difference that I noticed between the two tunes, it was like one of the first things I noticed within the first like week of tuning my car to MPT, is that MPT's gas mileage is just slightly worse than Bama's gas mileage, which, like I said in the MPT tune review video, that goes without saying, because now the engine is making more power, so more horsepower equals less gas mileage, however you want to put it. But in my opinion, that shouldn't really be that big of a deal, because if you're going to be tuning your car and putting aftermarket parts in your car, that should not be on the top of your mind, gas mileage. If you want to get some good gas mileage, don't buy a tune for your car. You know, that plain and simple. But in my opinion, it's not even that big of a deal anyways. So another difference between the two tunes that is quite noticeable, this car has an automatic transmission, and like I've said in my previous video, I wish it was a manual. Okay, don't roast me in the comments, but it has an automatic transmission. And one of the first things I noticed with the MPT tune compared to Bama is that the shifts are a lot quicker. Bama shifts are really aggressive, don't get me wrong, they're really aggressive, especially on the race tune. It gives you like a big lurch, but compared to MPT, it still gives you that lurch, but not as much, and it's quicker. Like it gives you like that manual feel. If I go wide open throttle from first gear, sometimes it'll chirp first to second. So the Bama tune shifts are still aggressive, but not on par to what the MPT tune shifts are. And that goes with the trans tuning that MPT offers. And I think that's what sets MPT and Bama apart, is that MPT will do a transmission tuning, and actually focus on that, on your shift points, which is a main selling point for the MPT tune. So if your car has an automatic transmission, that may be one of the things that you want to look into, is the MPT tune, because of the shift points. And if you have a manual car, you don't really have to worry about what I just said. Another main difference is that when the RPMs get to 4,000, with MPT, it feels like you have a turbo almost, because when you get to 4,000 RPM, that's where all your torque is at. That's where the power band is. It really shines in this car. Same thing with Bama, you would feel it like a power jump at 4,000, and that even with stock, but it's a lot more with the MPT tune. And that's mainly like the summary of MPT versus Bama, is the power band, and that's basically what MPT does. You know, they milk the engine for all the horsepower that Ford left on the table with this car. They give you every last drop of horsepower that this engine had from stock. Bama did not, plain and simple. But if you're looking for a tune that's not as aggressive, still gives you decent power, then I would say Bama is maybe the way to go for you. You know, they do offer the free Tunes for Life program, but a lot of people will agree that, you know, you always want the most power possible. So MPT is probably the main tune that I'd say like 90% of, well, now, because Bama used to be the more popular tune, but now I think MPT is the main tune that a lot of 3.7 enthusiasts go for, or even Coyote owners, 5.0 owners. I know a lot of 5.0 owners go for like Lund or you know, dyno tunes, but MPT is also very popular with 5.0s. So another thing I thought I might point out between the two tunes is the way you order them. The MPT tune, you order it on morepowertuning.com, and the Bama tune, you get it on americanmuscle.com, which it's a little confusing at first. When I ordered my MPT tune, I was a little confused because the website's not as well organized. It's not as their website is not as well organized as Bama's or American Muscle, which American Muscle is like one of the biggest websites for Mustangs. So their website's not as organized, but I was a little confused, but you'll be able to get through with it. So overall, which tune would I recommend? Honestly, I would recommend MPT. You know, they'll refresh they'll give you a new tune if you need a new tune for a mod that you just got for like $25, which is, you know, it's not even a lot of money compared to with Bama. You know, it's free, yeah, but you're not getting the full potential out of your mod compared to MPT. Eventually down the line, I plan on getting a better gear ratio for my car. And that's a day that I'm really looking forward to, because now with the MPT tune and a new gear ratio, this little V6 is gonna get up and go. So that's something I'm looking forward to as well. But in conclusion, guys, the two tunes, the main difference is really power and the way the power is put down in the power band. And like I said, MPT, the power band pulls a lot harder than Bama. Bama still gives you decent gains, but if you're looking for a balsa wall tune, I recommend MPT. And if you're looking for a mellow, kind of laid back tune with some decent power gains, I would recommend Bama. So go ahead and drop your comments down below what you guys think, which tune is better. I know what the majority of the comments are going to be saying, obviously MPT, but maybe there'll be some Bama guys out there that'll be trying to back up Bama. But go ahead and drop your comments down below. Give me a follow on Instagram. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new, and drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I see the empty